Welcome back to MarbellaNow. My name is Nicole King, and what a pleasure to be presenting this week's program from the Health House here in Estepona. Very easy to get to from Marbella. You take the Selwo exit, which says Cambio de Sentido, to change directions, to go round towards Marbella again, and then take the second exit off, and it brings you right to this door. We're going to start off the program this week meeting Raul Huerga, who's the director of Health House. Come with me.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted, you've been out of shape, and you feel like you've missed it.
We've had a beautiful look through the Health House on the way down to the terrace of the restaurant, and with me, as promised, is Raul Huerga. Thank you for inviting us.
Welcome.
Thank you. The place is stunning, as you can see. I know we've had a little look at some of the food snacks that you prepared for the guests, all very healthy. Raul, lovely to be here. Thank you. It's nice to record the program here. You referred to Health House as a longevity center.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What can we expect?
Well, you can expect everything. We try to do everything, but more or less it's about changing your habits of see the way you live, see what you really eat. It is healthy, it is not. Are we part of the sugar and fat industry, or is more important what I decide to do with my body? So what we do here is to show you a way to live longer and healthier.
So to live longer by living healthier, changing our habits.
Exactly, it's about changing habits. And those habits are accompanied with healthy food. Sometimes you say, oh, I'm going to diet, or no, it's not about restrictions. If you say it's without calories, it depends of the point of view. If you say we reduce calories because we don't use fat, or we don't use added sugar, or don't use added salt, yes, we reduce it. But the food is healthy how it is. We don't have to add anything. It is healthy like it is.
And when they say you are what you eat, it basically, from everything I've learned here, is actually very, very true. That if we change our intakes and our expectations, we're like used to really bad things.
Well, it's the way we live in the normal life. But it's okay for my body to take in a lot of industrial chemicals. It's always the question you have to ask yourself. Surely it's okay to drink a glass of wine. It's healthy. It depends if you decide to drink a bottle every day or just a glass of wine on a dinner. It's still healthy to take this glass of wine. Surely it's not that healthy to take a bottle of wine every day. So if you change your habits, if you change your point of view, you can have better health. You can reduce medicamentations. You can reduce a lot of things just eating well.
In a time of GMOs and all the conversations going on about that, here you're zero tolerance. Everything is grown locally. It's done by local farmers.
Yeah.
Explain a bit that ethos.
Well, environment at all is very important to us. Not only that we don't use GMO products, we try to do 0% emissions, so we really buy locally. The whole environment of Health House, we don't use plastics, we don't use chemicals at all, we don't use pesticides for the gardens. We try to do everything healthy. If you take it inside, it has to be healthy, so don't take it inside. And that's the same thing for pesticides. If you put on your gardens a lot of chemicals, think about, is this healthy? Would I eat those chemicals? You don't, so don't eat them. Don't eat chemicals. Eat
exactly.
healthy.
You wouldn't give Coca-Cola to your plant, why give it to your child?
More or less, yes.
To simplify things, as always in my world. Age groups is something I wanted to talk about, because when you're re-educating through the restaurant and all your services, you also offer an amazing spa installations. You have medical services. People can come for the day or they can stay in the hotel facilities. But there is an age group for the spa, but you also offer child obesity programs. Explain a bit how you make this work.
Yeah, that's right. We started this year in the month July and August. The Health House hotel part, this part where we're sitting right now, is for adults 18 plus. But we have 34 apartments with their own swimming pool, their own gardens, and there we offer the programs for childhood obesity. The obesity in the kids is a major problem right now, not only in Spain as a second worldwide, it's a major problem. And if you're talking about health and changing habits, we have to take care about our kids. They're our future. And if you see how they're growing, not only up and on the sides too, we have to take care of them, and that's why we called in life this Fit and Fun, it's called. It's to show the kids how with movement, plays, games, obviously psychology, emotional coaching, we can help them to see food as a fun. It's fun to eat well, to recognize maybe a carrot or an apple. Don't take it from the supermarket. Take it from the tree, take it from the garden. It's healthy, it's good.
It would seem that time is the factor that is instigating problems. Child obesity, parents not having the time to cook, taking frozen foods that obviously have processed foods, and then us being at work, etc. Yep. We have stress, we don't think we have time to eat, we run from space to space, like from meeting to meeting. Obviously time, one would think to come to somewhere like Health House, I don't have the time. But here you actually teach how to take advantage of each moment so it all fits in.
Yeah, that's right. Surely it's a process of learning. And if we talk about the kids, sure you're going to go to the supermarket and buy your normal things even for either frozen things. But just read what's in the package. And we do a supermarket shopper. We go with the guests into the supermarkets, in the different supermarkets. It depends of the nationality. If you go with Spanish people, we go normally to Mercadona or to Carrefour with other people. So they take normally what they would buy a day. And then we show them what huge amount of sugar, added sugar, or different names sugar has is in each package. And then we go around again on a healthy way.
So how they can get the comparable alternatives that would be a better option.
So if you do a pizza, it's no problem, but it's no mystery doing a pizza on a healthy way. Just read what's inside. A tomato is going to be healthy, cheese is healthy, even meat could be healthy, it depends. But take time to look for yourself and take time to look for your kid.
And to learn to understand, because that's it's taking again that time, investing just in learning to understand what it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
Plans for Health House. I know that you welcome, and a lot of people don't realise they're welcome to come in to Health House. It's very exclusive, but it's not private. You can come in for the day for different team incentive groups. You can book yourself in. You can come with a family, obviously kids over 18 if you're coming to the spa area.
Correct. Yes, Health House is open to everyone. Sure, we have a policy of security in the hotel, but because of the guests we have. So normally when you try to enter and the security guy stops you, you say, I can enter. No, that's not true, just pass by. The restaurant is open to everyone. In the restaurant, 18 plus, the spa is open for adults, the hotel is open, so we are integrated in normal life of Estepona and Marbella.
So it isn't a daily option. Raul, we're going to have to leave it there for today, but we are going to be staying in the Health House, taking a look around, meeting some of the staff. Raul, thank you.
Welcome, thank you, Nicole.
Oh, it's just paradise. Paradise in Estepona.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted, you've been out of shape, and you feel like you've missed it. You dropped out the race, and it's time.
very good evening to you. If I had €1 for every time someone had asked me a question about a license of first occupation, I would be a serious regular here at Los Dunas Health Resort and Spa. It's a fantastic place, absolutely beautiful. But on to the most important thing, the license of first occupation. Now, many people are trying to register their properties at the moment that they rent out to tourists, and in order to do that, you need to have this magical, enigmatic certificate. But let's explain exactly what it is. Anytime a house has been built in Spain, a construction license is necessary to build the property. That means showing a plan to the town hall, getting the okay from them, making sure it fits within the building requirements of the area. For example, in Marbella, you're not allowed to build a property that's taller than 4 stories high. So you need a plan that shows that you are sticking totally to the regulations and the local law to make sure that that property is going to be given the okay by the local junta or ayuntamiento. Now, once you've submitted the construction certificate, you start building your house. And once the house is finished building, an architect from the town hall will visit the house and he will look at the plan, he will check that the plan matches the plan given when the construction license was granted, and at that point he will grant a license of first occupation. That's the law post-1990s. Prior to that, the license of first occupation was called a habitation license, and it does exactly the same thing. It's just a change in name. When you apply for your license of first occupation, or when your property has one, after 10 years it must be renewed, and at that point it becomes a habitation license rather than a license of first occupation. So if your house is older than 10 years and you're thinking, why haven't I got a license of first occupation? You're probably looking for the wrong document. You need to check you've got the habitation license. Now, all houses around here should have either a license of first occupation or a habitation license. If it's a case of asking your lawyer if it's on the file, that'll be the lawyer that did the conveyance, that is the sale or the purchase of the property for you. If it's a case of asking him if it's on the file, that's what you need to do. If you don't have your license of first occupation or your habitation license, all is not lost, save for in a few circumstances, which I'll explain in a second. But you can apply to the town hall here in Marbella or in the area you live for a copy of your habitation license or your license of first occupation, which should be on their files. It costs you around €50 to get hold of. It will mean popping down to the ayuntamiento or the junta to get hold of this, but it is possible, so don't worry hugely about that. If you are having problems or if you've got big questions, as ever, my advice is to speak to your lawyer or your gestor. Now, the complicated bit, Marbella. Marbella has a bit of a problem with licenses of first occupation. We're all fully aware of the Gil Roca years in which many houses shot up for various reasons and weren't perhaps given construction licenses or signed off for the license of first occupation. Now, this is a slightly more difficult area, but again, all is not totally lost. You are able to get hold of this license because, let's face facts, you need it to register your property in order to rent it out to tourists. The issue here is that many of the houses built between, say, 1998 and 2008 were in some ways illegal if the construction license hadn't been granted, if perhaps money had been paid for the construction license, or if the license of first occupation hadn't been given. That said, the Spanish law works on this basis. If nobody's told you that your house is illegally built, then your license of first occupation is totally valid and you can go to the town hall and you can collect it. You may have more questions about this. If you do, please send me an email, patrick.charles.grant@gmail.com, or speak to your lawyer. Next week we'll talk a little bit more about these licenses and the registration process as a whole. But until then, have a fantastic weekend. Take care.
We've managed to grab Dr. Ana Parra before she's whisked away to have a quick chat, because Dr. Ana is in charge of all the different health programs here at the Health House. Hello, Ana.
Hello.
Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy day. Where are you from, if I may ask?
I'm from Malaga.
Oh,
I'm
a Malagueña. You must be very excited about the ferias coming up soon.
Of course.
Do you have your Sevillana dress ready?
I have.
Wonderful. Can't wait to see you. While you're here at the Health House, you are the first to receive or know the program when people come. how to diagnose really what they need. If they need medical attention, whether it's just relax, de-stressing. How is a first visit to the health house?
All people that come here have a visit with me, and I make a medical check, a medical revision, and I take care with the symptom that they have or the problem, and we consult for the best program for the people that come.
Do you find that a lot of people now talk about the stress being one, again, of the biggest causes of our illnesses? It's almost self-inflicted. Do you find this is noticing in the people who come to see you?
Of course, the stress now is the big problem for the people, for the all type of people, because not only in relation with the work or the job, and the stress causes a lot of problem in the health, in the cardiovascular system, in the nervous system, have a lot of problem with the sleep, and this causes bad quality of the life, have bad effect on the quality of the life. So we can
you evaluate to mix, obviously, with your treatments and the spas.
The people and the visit, and we recommend the program. It's possible to come 1 week is the best. The best program is to take 1 week for rest, to do a lot of program, a lot of things that we can do, not only for the diet, exercise, psychologist advice, health advice, and treatment, local treatment, massage, and the different type of treatment that can help to reduce the stress. And but you don't have too much time, and you live here. It's possible to come 1 day and to take rest in this place, because we have a very, very good place to rest.
It really is lovely. Even as Raul was saying before, that you can come actually in to just have lunch or dinner here in the hotel. And if you're on a diet, which a lot of people are, it doesn't mean to say you can't go out, you can't go to nice places. In fact, you can. Health House has dining for us locals, but also to make sure you're not overstepping your calories, which is nice. Ana, I know that you have to go, but I want to ask, children aren't exempt from stress, and a lot of child obesity is a big problem now, and I believe you also decided to address this, because the earlier you catch this, the better.
Okay, in the health house we have very, very
you can say it in Spanish if you like. I'll translate for you.
I'm very happy to treat the obesity, because it's a very, very big problem in for the people. So, but we know that the child obesity is a big problem now, and now we prepare with our experience. We prepare a program especially for the child people, because they are the future. So it's very important to treat the obesity in the children, because it's, the children obesity will be obesity in the adult also.
Exactly.
And I have problems with the health, cardiovascular problem, indeed, diabetes,
back problems, everything.
High blood pressure, arthritis, everything, and problem with the autoesteem, is with the
self-esteem,
and I think that we can help the children people. So
wonderful.
So to treat the obesity.
Thank you very much. As you can see, there is a world of possibilities here at Health House, and even with that professional medical guidance to make sure that everything you do is actually working towards making your life and your quality of life better. Thank you, Dr. Ana.
Thank you for it.
Hey, hey.
If it wasn't for Theresa Bernabe, I probably would never have heard initially about the Health House here in Estepona. But thanks to Theresa, we were invited to come and try the restaurant, walk around the spa. In fact, it was that day that I met Sam Nichols of Marbella Rocks. And hashtag Better Together, 2 years later. The snowball's growing, and it's lovely that so many varieties of people are involved in the community of Marbella. Theresa, you're certainly one of them. Hello again.
Welcome
Thank
back.
you so much for bringing us into this beautiful place, sharing your talents, your secrets. First of all, congratulations on baby Max.
Thank you. The best thing I've done in my life.
You're
It's
coming
incredible.
up to 11 years in June, 11 years down with Theresa Bernabe Luxury TV.
Yeah.
And Max, how old's he now?
He's 3 months, 3 months, but Max is much better than the 11 years. I can't forget about the 11 years compared to him.
Isn't it fun?
It's incredible. And he's all the time like learning things and with a smile. I think he's the happiest boy on earth. And that's like, oh, I can't, if I'm a few hours away from him, I'm like, oh, I want to go back.
How are you coping mixing the work with, obviously you're very dedicated to your work, you're very professional, and Max being with him all the time?
I'm working more from home now, trying to make it as well, and then going, and you can always bring Max. He's like a really nice kid, so he's always up and down with me. There's no problem.
And that's definitely a benefit in Spain. I'm going to say my kids, when we came on holiday here, unlike say in England, they're not allowed in places. The waiters even help you carry them around from place to place.
I was like,
it's
even
very
in a
welcome.
restaurant, and they even like bring you the prawn up. So
They do. They put seats together. They cover them up with tablecloths so they can sleep while you enjoy.
That's the way I think. If you have a baby, it's for that. It's to really. He's part of your life, so he has to enjoy everything you do as well.
I firmly believe that, and I think our kids definitely benefited from them growing up with us in all experiences.
Yes.
Congratulations, I say on Max. Congratulations
you.
on 11 years. You're a really beautiful compliment to everything that goes on. We have many talented event organisers, promoters. But you have a unique niche.
Thank you.
You're very visual, but you're very quiet behind the scenes. But you move a lot of things, a lot of people. The Health House has been one of your major projects.
Well, we only work with projects that are really like luxury, they do well their job. If we recommend something, we really have to think it's the best, and it's always the best. Because we talked before, we have plenty of meetings just before to be a client of us. So we don't take clients just for, no. It's our image. We've been 11 years working really, really hard. And I won't recommend something that I don't know is truly like something with background, with people that do hard work, and Health House is paradise. It's the first project in the world with this kind of diet. When I come for lunch, well, Maximilian is one of the, he was born from here, from Healthy here. I was pregnant each week. I was having here lunch, and you can't imagine when he was born, even the pediatrician was saying like, oh, can't believe how strong this boy is. So having a diet during 7 days with this kind of food,
that's wonderful. No, I never thought of that if you're pregnant to come to a place like this to make sure that you are obviously passing on the good vitamins and making. See, this is why she's so good. You also cover a niche that no one else does. You have your luxury TV channel that's on the airlines.
Yeah.
Obviously, this reaches a very big, exclusive audience.
That's the thing. Well, we were the first luxury online as well. So it was online, and then as well we're on the airlines, because we've all had offers of Spanish TVs, and why don't you include? But that's not our audience. We only audience like high level clients, so they need to have money to enjoy.
You're targeting the market that actually you're not going willy-nilly, you're really...
No, because it's the people that want to enjoy. Of course, we could have done it private and you could log in to watch it, but I think that's not fair, because it's wonderful to see mansions and to see for all the people. But our target is high spending power clients, so then you have to do it online, short. We don't have time anymore, so it's good that you do it on your phone. You just have a look. Oh, look, I haven't known this, or the other thing, or now Mont Blanc 100 years. So we try to go to all the best parties. In Cannes Festival, we were invited by Flowers. So it's all kind of different things that make enjoyable life.
I mean, you really do live a very luxurious life. It is lovely to follow you on all your posts because you're very good at that. But with the speedboats and cars and the exclusive locations, what, apart from Max, obviously, that now everything is now apart from Max, what is when you get up in the morning that excites you, like you can't wait to get started on? What's the bit that excites you the most?
But I mean, I love my job, but everything. That's why I think you have to be proud of yourself to wake up and then say, okay. So I've always woke up with a smile, and I think that's really important. And I think if you really do it properly and be transparent and honest, you're happy. That's life, really. You have to be, but you can't be playing, no. When you're serious and do your job properly, and we're in paradise. We have the best weather, international people. Everything is amazing. Why would you be sad, or why would you have when we live in, I think it's paradise, then everyone is smiling. It's not a place where you find stress. Even if we're stressed, we're smiling because you wake up with this.
It's so true.
You have the sea, you have and then I always try to walk like 1 hour by the sea. So that's incredible now with Max, but we go 1 hour at 7 o'clock.
So you
So
also,
perfect.
although you're a very important person and you're very hardworking and very much in the corporate world, you come from stock exchange and stockbroking. I mean, like you really know how to work seriously, but at the same time, it's wonderful to see that well organized, you really can fit it all in.
You can. And then, for example, maybe Sundays I'm working non-stop. It doesn't matter when you have passion for your job.
And
It's
that
a
you take time,
paradise.
obviously, for yourself in between times.
Yeah, you have to
make it
fix.
work.
Like I wake up at 6 now because Max wants to wake up 6. Perfect. So we wake at 6. But then at 7 we're working, and then we will go for a walk. So you have to organize and just make your life happy. So easy and so difficult at the same time. But you have to make it. Because you only live once.
Exactly. You say you have to make it. It doesn't
Yeah.
just happen. You have to put that little bit of effort in to make your dreams come
yeah,
true.
You just have to, and you have to really work hard to achieve your dreams. It won't come from outer space or something like that. You have to, but doing it, you can achieve whatever you want in life. Which
Well,
is
this
amazing.
is the testament to this because, Theresa, you have it all, including now that wonderful baby boy. Congratulations on 11 years. Congratulations on Max. And thank you for spending a few moments and letting us come into your world.
No, thank you.
We're
Our
loving it.
pleasure.
Just loving it.
Thank you, a pleasure. You have your house here, you know. We have the best people as well working in Health House. Like they're so like family-wise. So it's so important. More when you're here, well, health related. So you need people to look after you and
Feel pampered.
yeah.
That is definitely here. You are pampered. Pampered is definitely a good adjective.
Is that this spa is amazing. 3,000 square meter spa. God,
We're going to take a look afterwards with Alba.
you'll love it. You'll love it. And stay a little bit more. Have a massage.
Yes, I've got my bikini in the car.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well done.
Thanks, Theresa.
You're welcome.
As expats living in Marbella, we're very lucky to be able to count on all the comforts of home. In fact, we tend to look to home when there's anything important that needs resolving. But when it comes to car insurance and you're driving in Spain, perhaps you're better served to look towards a reputable Spanish company like Línea Directa, because that way you know you're covered according to the local legal Spanish laws at the same time as they're catering to our specific expat needs. Now, as a Spanish company, this means they have a fleet of tow trucks, specialised garages to take the car, mechanics, hotels, lawyers, everything to make sure you're covered when you need it most. All documentation is in English. Their website is in English. All phone calls and communication is in English. So they speak your language and understand as well all our needs. To rest assured that you truly are insured when you need it most, why don't you contact Línea Directa, either on their website from www.lineadirecta.com or by ringing 952 14 78 34. That's 952 14 78 34.
Hi, I'm Anita from The House Hairdressing in Alveria. We have got a great team of people that would love to see you come into the salon and we can pamper you. Just come down for a complimentary consultation. We'd love to see you there.
Now this looks like a very interesting situation, property investment opportunities in Spain. Have you heard anything?
Well, my real estate agent is Kristina Szekely.
When Kristina Szekely talks, people listen. Kristina Szekely, Sotheby's International Realty. Call us on 952-81-40-40 and visit us frontline, Puerto Banús, in front of the yachts.
Most of us, when we get to Marbella, become part of this little fish tank that we don't leave, and so it's great to have Kristina Szekely of Sotheby's International Realty, who travels frequently, not just out of Marbella and around the rest of Spain, but abroad. And you've just come back from Viva Las Vegas. How was that, Kristina? Welcome back.
Las Vegas is like, wow. You know, you come in and you have one of the most interesting things I discovered, because I was there once before, but I didn't have this feeling. You can go from one hotel to another. Now, what I mean by that, each hotel has their own theme. You have, for example, the Palazzo, which is the Italian theme from Venice. And that is the most beautiful. You have this blue ceiling with clouds, white clouds, and it's all artificial. But when you go in there, you don't know if it's daytime or nighttime because it has a certain light. You have the canals with the people singing like they do in Venice, with all the bridges and the palaces which they build as if it was Venice. So you go from that hotel and you go into another hotel, and I think they're probably owned by the same people. So this feeling of you just stroll through from one to another and everything is very, very relaxed.
You went there though for a business meeting
Oh,
with
yes.
the Sotheby's group.
We had a mega conference. There were 2,300 of us, all under one ceiling.
Wow,
No
America.
pillars. Everything was fabulous. Starts at 7:30 in the morning and you just go all day.
real estaters from the group all around the world meeting together.
It was absolutely fantastic. We had people from China, from Japan, from Honolulu, from Australia,
How does the
all of
market,
America.
when you talk about the properties here and there, does anyone, like, is there any particular moments or people
Well,
that are
I
more
think
excited?
that the property that they showed, which was the most expensive property in the world, and the biggest, I think it goes through 5 or 6 counties. It's like 550,000 acres in one property. And so I think it's bigger than I
Mind-blowing.
can even think about. And the people that have made that sale were also present. So you know that you are dealing on that level with them.
You
There
were
were
the
peop-
only one from Spain that went from your group. You really
Yes.
believe that it's important to make this personal
I
contact, so
always
when you
think
refer
personal
people, it's
contact. I mean, if you were to be my Australian agent, I would be much more comfortable sending my clients to you having met you. And I think this is what it's about, this meeting and interchanging and keeping up and getting ideas and different marketing tools as well. So I think it's just fantastic.
Kristina is a testament to #BetterTogether, communication, talking to other people to get new ideas and bringing back fresh ideas
And
to Marbella.
to ask them all to come to Marbella,
Come
of
to
course.
Marbella, come to Marbella. Kristina, come back again next week.
I love
Tell
to.
us some more. For
Thank you
Kristina
very much.
Szekely says.
Thank you.
Hey, hey.
As it would seem, Marbella Now is the only English television programme shown in the hotels that's not the news. So we have a nice following there, which is nice to know. But that means that we do have a lot of tourists watching the programme. And this information is particularly for you, because when you drive over to Spain from your own country, sometimes I don't think you're taking into consideration that the driving laws in Spain might be different to where you're from. This means that you need to check the laws of every country you're going into to make sure that you're prepared. For example, in Spain, you have to have reflective jackets for every occupant of the car, and also one of those collapsible reflective triangles. These are just basic necessities, and obviously a little bit common sense, very similar, for example, in the UK. Insurance is another matter. Some of you take out insurance to travel abroad, but not really considering what your insurance covers. It might not cover you, it might not cover the contents of your car, so please be very specific that you're looking with your insurance company to make sure that your car, yourself, occupants, and anything that might have to you is covered in any eventuality. Similarly, if you break down, it has been known that you will be given a hire car to substitute your car, or you go and get one yourself. Well, if you do that, they will insist that you give them a credit card or a debit card. Unlike in the spot fines that you get if you're a tourist and don't have a residency in Spain and you have to pay cash, in this instance, you will need a credit card or a debit card, and you will need your driving license. If it's the old paper type, you will also need the card type as well. These are all things to take into consideration if you're driving around, but particularly please check out the laws in any country you're going to, whether it be France, England, Spain, to make sure in your insurance that you are covered, and also that you and your family and your occupants, for example, being overloaded, all these people we see driving around with their cars overloaded and things on the roof, if your insurance covers you, they might not cover your stuff, and it might cost you more to ship it back than everything you're taking with you. Anyway, I hope this helps and you have a happy holiday.
Hey, hey.
The lovely Ros James can't be with us this week, but the wonderful woman that she is, has sent us not only the events that we really want to be looking out for over the next couple of days and weeks, but also all the information that I need to give you. So we've had a fabulous weekend on the one gone by with the events going on in the Puerto Deportivo, in the sports port, with the Semana del Mar, and we had the food festival in the Boulevard de San Pedro, which was delicious. I believe Ros bought herself some nice cheese. In fact, everyone picked up some delicious delicacies over the weekend. So we're going to get on with the events coming up, because without a doubt summer has truly started here on the Costa del Sol. The first thing that we've got for you is a reminder that we'd like you to be at the start of the Vuelta off-road event which San Pedro is hosting. It's the third phase. The cyclists will all leave at 10:30 this Saturday, the 28th of May, and they're leaving from the Elena Benitez Sports Centre. So do go along and see the start of this very exciting race. It's nice to show our local support. Now, this is an event that is very close to my heart. It's the Heart for Arts event that's coming up this weekend on the 28th and the 29th of May. It's being held at the beautiful restaurant La Nueva Cascada with the old feature. The food, so we know, is going to be delightful. It's an art exhibition, paintings, sculptures, starting in the morning from 12 until 6. The entrance is 100% free to go and view all the arts on the Saturday and the Sunday, but you can also book in for lunch on both days, and there is a nice gala dinner that you should definitely reserve for on Saturday the 28th of May, where the lovely Kingsman are going to be performing, and we'll be meeting them at the end of the show. So do look out for Hearts for Art and get your bookings in for that one. Then something that a lot of people like is all these classical music events. We've got a lot of demand for art and culture. The Encarnacion Church in the Old Town, which is the one just behind the Orange Square, and this is, I was holding an event to support Concordia. Now this is Princess Mary-Louise Schonberg's, she's the honorary president of this charity, and they support families and people who suffer from AIDS. The entrance is free, but it would be nice if you can leave a generous donation when you leave. You'll be able to enjoy music of the Italian composer Puccini and the French composer Saint-Saëns. And Ros even wrote down for me, you pronounce this Saint-Saëns. I mean, this woman is just perfection herself. The next thing that Ros says that we should be aware of is a very special documentary that I personally can't wait to see. It's being held on Friday, the 3rd of June, and it's at the Virginia Church in the urbanization La Virginia. It starts at 8 p.m. and spaces are limited because it's a very small church. Fabulous setting to see an amazing documentary in English with Spanish subtitles about John Lennon. Together with Yoko Ono, the director Andrew Salt has transformed the footage they've got into a portrait of what a brilliant, complex and fascinating man as John Lennon. I've got goosebumps just talking about it. Oh, it's really hot and I've got chills all down. Now, for a few things coming up over the next few weeks, we will of course give more information, and everything is available on the MarbellaNow website, so you can go into them and check out everything I'm saying and obviously get full details. But this is a rally scooterista. Now, Vespas and this type of small little scooter bikes are very popular in Spain and Italy, and this is and also live music, so it's a festival if you like live music, and this old style Vespas you are going to love. It's in the Old Town, and it's on from the 3rd till the 5th of June, so that is definitely one for your diaries. And then, if you like to dance, well, what better than the San Pedro Dance Festival? This is held on the 3rd and 4th of June, and there will be 3 stages set up for San Pedro. It's a free event, so you want to go and enjoy that, with big national and international professional dancers performing throughout those 2 days. And then we have for you, is this the last thing? This is the last, but this is the last thing. A reminder to get your name down or buy tickets, of course, for the Butterfly Golf Tournament and Ball. This is held every single year. It's to raise money for Deborah, the Butterfly Children's Charity. Children have terror affliction to their skin. This association in Spain was instigated by a Marbella family who unfortunately their child was suffering from this, and they've worked wonders and now raise a lot of money, and without a doubt awareness. I had no idea about this before I came here. So this is taking place on the 4th of June for the golf and the 5th of June for the ball. Everything's at the Aloha Golf Course, and you can go on to their website for more information. Ring them, or of course the Marbella full site. The ball always has amazing talent, wonderful raffle prizes, and you really will have a great time apart from helping in this fabulous charity. Well, that's all that Ros has sent for us this week. Go into the website to check out for more. And also remember, for the families with little kids, you've got the MarbellaFamilyFun.com website that specifically caters to the little ones, so you never have a dull moment, or you never have a bored moment, or even if it's raining, you'll know exactly where to go and what to do. That's it from Ros for this week. Take care. Very honoured to be joined by Per Peterson, who is the consulate for Iceland, no less. Welcome to Marbella Now.
Thank you, dear Nicole, and thank you for the invitation.
Well, it's so nice to get an opportunity to learn more about different countries, particularly as you're here, you're representing Iceland, but you yourself, where are you from?
I'm from Denmark originally, yes.
Lovely. And how long have you been in Spain?
Well, first time I came to Spain was in '68 to Tenerife, and then I went there each year until '72 because I found it fantastic, but in vacation of course. And then I decided to move to Spain. Friends of mine, Icelandic in Malaga, told me, don't go into the middle of the Atlantic, come here to Malaga instead of. And I did.
And obviously no looking back.
No.
And how did you become
73.
to be the consulate of Iceland?
It was because these Icelandic friends of mine in Malaga, she became consul of Iceland that year exactly because there were so many Icelanders coming, relatively, because it's a small population, but relatively so many Icelanders coming to stay here for 1 week, 2 weeks, and they needed help from a consulate. And they asked me if I could help them there, and I said, yeah, that's okay. So I became secretary of the consulate. And was that 10 years until I was named consul in '83.
Congratulations, you've had a long history already. What's changed with Spanish, Iceland relationships, ways of getting? It must be easier to get there now than it used to be?
Yes, because at that time the Icelanders came to Spain. But today half so many Spanish are going to Iceland. About 54,000, last year was 54,000 Icelanders coming to Spain.
Well, and there's only like 330,000 in the population.
That's right, so
it's
quite a bit, relatively. And 27,000 Spaniards were going to Iceland last year.
When you say Iceland, the first thing that came to mind was the volcanoes that erupted not so long ago that basically closed down all of the plane flights and all of the routes.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with that.
Did people call you up and say, can you put the lid on it? I mean, imagine you had some funny calls.
I said, yeah, step by step, I'll get everything in order again. And I did.
And you did?
A couple of months after, yes. So.
But Iceland is, because of where it's situated, it is actually on a very volcanic,
it's active
moving
volcanic area. Yeah, because
piece of land.
What's it called? Tectonic.
The tectonic plates,
tectonic between Europe and America, the two continents. In fact, it goes through Iceland. That's where they meet, the two continents. So Reykjavik, in fact, is America, and the rest of Iceland is Europe.
Reykjavik is the capital city.
Yes,
and that's probably where most of the population's concentrated, or?
Yes, half of the population of the Icelandic population. Iceland is Europe. We call it Europe because it's just a little part belonging.
But aren't you on the last country, or like last habitable country in Europe, basically, before you go into no man's land?
And the most less populated in Europe.
So the least populated, very extensive land, and I say right on that verge there. When I think of going to Iceland, which I would love to do, it sounds exciting, but it sounds almost challenging.
It is, yes, but do it. I'll arrange it for you.
Health house and massage and spa is kind of my thing, but I think kind of that you've got to be more active. There's so much to do. The caves, ice climbing.
Ice climbing is not very much because Iceland it's near the Arctic Circle, but it is in the Gulf Stream, so it's temperated.
Right, because there's warm undercurrents, because it's not so cold there as you would think.
No, winters are not very cold, summers are not very hot. Unfortunately, it could be better, but it is got a very good climate, in fact, except for the rain. But I'll find out, sort it out for you, so it doesn't rain when you
Do
go.
you have a consulate who takes care of all our
Yes,
needs?
yes, not a problem.
Icelandic or otherwise?
Not a problem at all.
Good promoter of Iceland, without a doubt. One of the things that I would like to see are the Northern Lights. That must be spectacular.
It is spectacular. We can see it as well from Norway and Finland, see it from Sweden, see it even from Denmark and Germany, North Germany. But it's fantastic when it's glimpsing in Iceland.
I also
Absolutely.
remember as a little guy I had a Norwegian nanny, and she spoke about the land of the midnight sun, which was also be the case for Iceland, having all those months of darkness.
Yes, all the months darkness is not very nice, and in the summer I don't like that either, because then it's difficult to sleep for me, because I'm not used to.
Have you lived there for any lengths of time in Iceland?
No, 1 month is maximum.
So it's nice to go, nice to visit, but obviously
it's absolutely nice to visit.
Costa del Sol.
I mean, this is a good mixture, and that is what the Icelanders they find as well. And the Spaniards, they go there to see something, as you say, new, something different.
With
That's why.
the history, Vikings, there's a lot of cultural history with Iceland. I imagine, in spite of the cutting-edge technology that Iceland professes, is there still vestiges of that Viking warrior history?
You heard from a Danish consul the other day that the Danes are Vikings. They're not Vikings. We are not Vikings. I'm a Dane.
Oh, you heard?
Yes, yeah. I heard
Lovely
it.
indeed.
But yes, those are the real Vikings. The first came there, his name was Ingolfur, and he came there in 874 from Norway. And in 930 they started the first parliament. Fantastic. On the Tingvalla slit called. And not very many know about that. That's Europe's first parliament.
I read about that. Yes, that was quite fascinating.
Yes, it is, and the history is very fascinating. And they made the Icelandic Free State until 1200 and something, 62,
now
I think it was.
Now it's a republic with a president and...
Well, no, but the chiefs from all over the country, they met there once a year at the Tingvalla. And they decided by a normal majority without having a president or something like that. 1262, I think it was, Norway took over Iceland until 1814. But Norway was more or less a part of Denmark. So in the end, those were the Danes there ruling Iceland. In 1814, it became 100% Danish until 1918, and it got their home rule in 18 and their own president and the republic in 44, 944. That's
really
very
is
short,
a
the story.
fascinating history and something we all learn about at school. Just to finish off, Constance, if you don't mind, when you say Iceland, Spain, Iceland, what do you think we can offer each other to better collaborate, to better promote each other?
Well, I see everything is well working. What both parties want is to export more from one country to the other.
What seem to be the most interesting products that we could bring into Spain or that we should be sharing?
From Iceland, there is an export where 85% to Spain is from the fishing industry. First of all, fish, stock fish, fresh fish, frozen fish, and langosta.
Lobsters.
Lobsters.
Yummy.
Yes, that is 85%. The rest is some other not interesting things. And from Spain, they get first of all chemicals, called chemicals. Cars, wine, good wine, as well as electric devices and mechanic things for the industry.
Wonderful. So if you're watching the show and you think you have products for Iceland, this is the man you need to speak to. The Consulate of Iceland in Spain, and Per Dover Peterson. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And anyone in Iceland watching, come on over to the Costa del Sol, because as you can see,
that's how we live the life.
We live the life.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Nicole, cheers.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Cheers.
All healthy, natural ingredients, no alcohol, not in the Health House.
No, I'm driving.
Producer Patricia Palo has been in Thailand and Bali perfecting her massage techniques to then obviously give an even better service here at Health House. And today, Patricia, you're in charge of the whole spa.
Yes, I am.
Well, thank you for taking a moment to chat with us.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
You obviously enjoy what you do.
Yes, I love it.
So when we come to the spa, I know that we can come for a morning, we can come all day, or the ideal is to actually check into the hotel. What kind of things in this spa area can we expect?
So yes, you can come for a pure bliss or half-day package. Well, you can come to use the spa facilities and then enjoy for a massage, 15 minutes aromatherapy massage, and then enjoy the spa facilities and go for lunch or dinner, whatever you prefer. And also we offer another package with Essence of Balance, so we do the matcha tea ceremony, and also we offer the massage and the spa facilities.
And if people are coming in, for example, someone particularly wants to lose weight or someone particularly wants to de-stress, do you then, between the doctor and you, decide what different things they should be doing?
Yeah, the doctor recommends the treatments that they should do, like the subaquatic massage. This is very good for lose weight, or the pressotherapy, or for de-stress, the one stone massage, or a Thai massage, or all the massages that we do that is for relax.
Oh, it's really wonderful. In fact, Dr. Ana mentioned before that when you're menopausal like me, concentrate of soya and lupullo, which I think is hops in English, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that one, but are actually very good. So it's nice that according to age and your lifestyle, when you come into Health House, you're really getting a whole advice on everything.
On everything, and also in the sports or the exercise that they should do. Also, we also offer the Nordic walking. This is like a workshop, let's say, that we show to the people how they can do that back home. It's very easy to do the exercise, just they need to walk and get the rhythm of the walking, and it's very interesting.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to go and check out the spa now. You can check it out on the Health House Natto House website. Patricia, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Got my bikini in the car, I'm ready. Looks like a lot of fun.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted, you've been out of shape, and you feel like you've missed it. You dropped out the race, and it's time for...
What could be more fitting? Nicole King with the Kingsman. But no, they're not mine. They will actually be accompanying me at the Hearts for Arts exhibition art fair on Saturday and Sunday at Nueva Cascada. So when you hear them sing now, which you will, and you hear how great they are, we'll see you all on Saturday evening where they'll be performing. Next to me now have Brandon and V. Where are you from?
I'm from Paris, France, but I go to Columbia University in the city of New York.
How cool is that? You enjoying it?
I love it, yeah.
Well, the accent is 100% perfect. You're 100% right. And Brandon, are you from the States?
Yeah, I'm from DC.
And you're enjoying traveling around with your colleagues singing?
Yes, loving it.
Have you seen any of Marbella yet?
No, we just got here.
These two are talking with you first because they said, does anyone not want to talk on camera? And these two put their hands up. It was like, okay, to the front. It was wonderful, the power of television. Anyway, let's meet a few of the other guys that are forming part of this fabulous ensemble, and then we'll hear them sing. So, okay. The system works. Come on in. Who are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. And what are you studying at university?
I'm studying history, so European history in the 20th century.
And what do you think of old Spain?
It's beautiful. It's awesome stuff.
Yeah, do you think in America people look at Europe as if we're old or that we have heritage and history?
Yeah, that.
Are we old for you, us over here in Europe, or... Because in America everything's so new and so fast.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier, that one of the churches that we were over in Ireland, we were kind of traveling around. One of our former places that we were singing in was actually almost older than our entire country. So yeah,
So it's
quite,
definitely
quite old compared to
something
our
that
country,
strikes
yeah.
you guys. What's your name?
I'm Harry.
Harry. And you?
I'm Will.
Will. Well, Harry. What a coincidence.
Right?
Harry and Will. I mean, like royal family princes or king.
At your
Okay.
service.
Okay. Next two. Come on in. Let's go. We can meet the whole team. You are the music director. Is that right?
Yes.
And what's your name?
John.
John. And what's it like getting these guys in order?
Oh, it's fun.
A challenge?
It's a challenge, but I love it. I enjoy it. And we have a great time rehearsals. Yeah.
And how do you do the arrangement based on the different types of voices, their personalities? What's the most influence of?
I would say definitely like voice part. So we arrange people by how low and how high they can sing. Yeah.
And you're all good singers? Do you let like mediocres in, or are you really guys very
Well,
demanding?
some of them, you know, no, they're all great singers. Absolutely.
Good thing you didn't look back and look at anyone. So what's your name?
John.
John, that's right. You said you're John. There's just so many faces and so many names. Thank you. Okay, let's get you guys come and say hello as well. Hello.
Hello.
It's to see you up there. See, on my level, I turn around. What's your name?
I'm Jackson.
Jackson. And do you love singing?
Oh, I do. It's a lot of fun.
Do you guys normally travel around from your university, or is this like a new thing you started?
We do a lot of shows around like the Northeast area in the U.S., but this is our first time leaving the country, so that's exciting.
Oh, it's very nice that you come to visit us. When we see all those musical videos, whether Disney and all the things, it's great to see all you guys going around singing. And we actually got it, the American schools here singing. And come forwards. Who are you?
I'm Gabriel.
Gabriel, are you enjoying your trip and your travels?
I am. It's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what are you going to be when you grow up?
Eventually a teacher.
And what subject?
Either economics or math.
Okay, so it's not the babies. You're going for the bigger kids.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Well, you never know in the changing world. And who are you, sweetie?
I'm Eric.
Hello, Eric. And where are you from?
New York City.
From the Big Apple.
Yeah, born and raised in the same town as the school, so makes things easy.
Well, is it nice to be coming over and doing all your trips around Europe?
I'm loving it. Kidding me?
It was really nice to have you here. How long are you staying for?
About 7 days.
Wonderful. It's enough to at least get a taste to know you want to come back again. Okay, let's just meet, I think, the penultimate member, because we're going to have a longer chat, and I'm going to leave you with a microphone with everybody, because you're going to sing for us. This is exciting. What's your name?
I'm Lorenzo.
Hello, Lorenzo. Nice
to
Spanish
meet
name,
you.
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from right outside San Francisco in California.
And so you're enjoying New York. It's a big change for you?
I'm loving New York, and this is my first time in Europe, and it's amazing. I need to get back here soon.
Well, we're ready for you, and we've got Kristina Szekely to find you a nice house, so don't worry about that. Okay, you come with me here, because I'm going to leave the microphone in your hands. What's your name?
I'm Varun.
Varun, and you're traveling around with the school. Is this your first time out of the States? Or?
It is, yeah. So this is the first time that any musical group at Columbia has been out of the United States.
Well, that is quite cool. I'm
It's
so happy they
amazing.
let you out.
I know.
Is there any reason in particular why they don't let you out?
No, I mean, it's just that there's a lot of kind of bureaucracy and a lot of just, I guess, red tape to go around. And also there's
a lot of concerned parents of you.
Sometimes here and there. And there's also just a lot to see in the U.S. that, a lot of groups don't really make, too many advances out of
Yeah,
out
I
of
can
the US.
understand that. A lot of us don't leave Spain. There's just certain bases to go, and it's much smaller. Varun, I'm going to give you the microphone and invite you to entertain us with your wonderful singing.
Okay.
A cappella, the Kingsman.
Thank you. So we are the Columbia Kingsmen. We are Columbia's oldest and finest all-male a cappella group, and we have one amazing song for you today from our very own Lorenzo Talbot-Foot.
In the still of the night, I held you tight. Oh, I love you so. I promise I'll never let you go. In the still of the night, I remember that night in May, and the stars were bright up above. Oh, I hope, yes, and I I pray to keep your precious love, oh, so before the light hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. In the still of the
See the Kingsman, as I said, performing on Saturday 28th in Nueva Cascada. You can check them out on internet. You'll be able to see them on the program all the time as you watch it again. Thank you so much, guys. That was absolutely wonderful, and thank you all for joining us. If you want to check out more information about the town hall, remember you've got the MarbellaExclusive.com, and you are always welcome here at the Health House with Raul and Sandra, Theresa, Bernabe, and all the team. We'll see you next week. Be nice to each other. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.